What's up, guys? I'm Elizabeth,
I'm Alex.
and this is After the Island. I said it backwards.
That's okay. We're never going to get this
We're
down.
never going to get it right, but welcome back to After the Island. We're currently covering Love Island USA Season 5. And let me tell you, I was so stressed out about Friday's episode, about who they were going to save, Carmen or Victor, to then 10 minutes later, not even be like, shit, I wish it was the opposite way.
The way I am a different woman every single night with different thoughts, different opinions,
Oh, I
different
know.
takes. I felt the same exact way.
I couldn't believe how fast things really changed and switched up.
I said, bring Victor back.
I was like, "Oh, shoot." Not me being mad at all the boys, like, for all being like, Victor, and being like, "Why won't one of them just change their minds?" And now I'm like, "Shoot, too bad one of the girls didn't just, like, change their minds." I think what really confused me, though, is because we see the girls all kinda talking about it the next day. No one seems to really like Carmen. Why did you guys all want her to stay so bad if none of you liked her?
I think they were looking out for Bergie. I can't tell if they don't like her.
I don't I don't think they
I
really
don't
like
know.
her.
I think her and Kassy are way closer
Yeah, no,
than
they
most.
are,
Yeah.
and I think it's the 2 them, they're the outcasts, and then everyone
Mhm.
else is close. But wow, we see Victor go home. I, like, almost cried. I went from shitting on someone to being
Same.
upset.
I'm
What?
so rude. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm wondering if you guys all felt like that too watching it.
It was just like punch in the gut after punch in the gut on that episode because then we see literally the minute Victor walks out, Carmen's, you know what? I think it's just friendship.
I know, she's like, "Hannah, can I confide in you for a second?"
And
I
Hannah's
just
already said, don't fuck with Bergie.
But my whole reasoning is, so she pulls Hannah, and she's like, "Hey, can I confide in you?" I don't think I'm feeling Bergie because he said to me, "You're such a strong woman." It was
Yeah.
like I'm sure we were all getting it, but she was just fishing for a reason to blame it on Bergie.
Like,
Why she doesn't
it's, it,
like, it doesn't need to be like, "Oh, he did this, and that's why I'm not into it." The way they did the editing of them, like, cutting things off killed me because it's Bergie. You know what? I just feel like we're so similar about our
oh,
families,
yes.
and he's talking about all the things they have in common, and then she just goes, "Yeah, and I just think we should be friends."
Yeah, like that was the moment I knew that you were going to be my best friend.
I was like,
Daggers.
"Oh."
Dagger.
Yeah,
I felt
that
awful.
was very hard to watch. Destiny pulled Carmen directly after, and she was like, "I was actually the swing vote."
Hmm.
Destiny was the swing
Yes.
vote, and she said, "You're here because I believe I want something for Bergie, and
Hmm.
I'm excited for that," or whatever, and then she doesn't talk to him at all that night
It's
or the
awful.
next morning. That chat they had where she, like, made friend zoned him or whatever was at night the next night. So 24 hours later.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
yeah.
Yeah, I just felt
I felt
awful.
awful. Like, when Hannah and Anna, who I'm loving this friendship, by the way, were having a chat with Bergie, I feel like they were being really real with him, and it didn't feel like it felt like he could be very open and honest with them. It didn't feel like his nervousness. It felt like
Yeah,
he was really, like, just speaking from the heart with them, and it was such a bummer to watch because I just want someone to come in there and be all for him,
I
and
know.
that's what Hannah was saying too, and she was like, "You know what, Bergie, like, you deserve that, like, you deserve someone that's gonna be all in for you, and what you can take away from this and what you can learn is that maybe don't give your all to these people that don't deserve it, like,
Mhm.
keep some of that for you and let people."
Yeah, I loved that little speech that she gave him, and she said that one of those inspiring
Yeah.
quotes, and it was actually really cute to see, and I feel like he does feel so comfortable because he made a comment about being super close. She's his sister.
Yeah.
So, like, he
Yeah.
probably just literally thinks that when he tells
Yeah.
her everything.
Yeah. And Anna has had her back for him ever since, like, that first day when he volunteered to go home so she could stay. The 2 of them have definitely remained very close, and I love that. But another thing Hannah said at her point, she was getting, like, real into it. Like, she was really giving him a pep talk because he said he was like, "I just feel, like, destroyed." I guess that was the next day.
Yeah.
But anyways, I think she was like, "Ah, shit." But she was like, "You know what? God puts people in our lives, sometimes not so you can learn something from them, but so you can learn something about yourself.
Mm.
And I was like,
Yeah, like
"That's
your
really
worth,
nice."
learning
Yeah.
your worth. And then we have this Leo, Kassy, and Anna drama. Honestly, I've never flipped so fast. Again, yet again.
Oh, wait, why? What are you thinking?
I'm enjoying Kassy now.
Oh, see, I can't stand her. I think she would piss me off so much. I every time I think I'm about to say I like her again, I'm like, "Oh, she's just not girl code to me."
But she did say, "I'm not here to make friends."
But sure, you don't have to be her friend, but Anna's friend or any of the girls' friends, but you do have to be, like, respectful about it. Like,
Yeah,
they
and
are still coupled up, and it was like they were making out in front of everyone, like, feeling each other up in front of it when it had literally been, like, even an hour after. It was like, "Come on."
but I don't know.
So, I've seen mixed opinions about this
Yeah,
online, so I can see both sides, but I am siding more so with Anna. Yeah, it's new and, like, you've been in there for only a couple days and whatever, but I don't think she, like, cares all that much about Leo himself not liking her. I think she's just really mad about the principle of the things that, like,
like
they're just
being
rubbing it in her face.
embarrassed.
Yeah, and they're just like, they don't give a fuck. They just keep
Mm,
doing it.
I'm tired of this triangle. I'm over it.
Yeah, I'm over this triangle as well.
It's
It sounds like it feels like it's very much over. You know what bugged me about the triangle was that so they're just, like, all over the place or not all over the place, like, they're just making it very public all over the villa, and they're not like, you can like, you can't even wait until Cassie apologizes to Anna or Leo talks to Anna to fix things up before you're doing that. There was a scene where Carmen was peeing,
I saw that.
and she was like, "Dude, I'm literally going to the bathroom, like, can you not be making out in here?
I thought
Can
it
you
was
give me
Anna
a
at
minute?"
first.
No, it was Carmen.
Yeah.
But that was I was dying. I'm
I
sure
get
you
it,
thought it
but,
was
like,
funny too when Anna made the pillow fort to
oh,
block
hilarious.
the
It's
wall.
yep, my notes. I was like,
So funny.
"That's amazing." Her doing it on the floor too, like,
Oh, I know.
petty
I love how he
as
walked in
hell.
and he was like, "Alright, that's funny."
Yeah, no, that was a good moment, like, after all the tension, it was
Yeah,
funny.
it was very funny. She's clever.
I honestly forgot they had to sleep together, I wasn't even thinking about it, then
There
when
was
that happened,
also a pillow
hilarious.
all in the bed as well.
Yep.
One more thing about that
Oh, yeah,
triangle.
go for it.
Okay, so I'm fully on Anna's side, but the only thing that struck me as, like, weird and, like, funny is how she handled some of her statements like an email. So she said to Leo, "I will no longer be pursuing you."
I know.
And then to Cassie, "I will no longer be interested in continuing a friendship."
Friendship, yeah.
Like, it was like, "Sincerely, Anna." Like, it felt like email.
She's,
I
like,
literally
straight and to the
quoted it.
point.
Yeah. "I will no longer be pursuing a friendship with you. I no longer want to get to know you." Okay.
"See ya, thank you so much. Good
Like,
being friends for a week."
this is a really hot take.
What?
I think Carmen thinks she's pulling all the strings in the villa. Hannah is the one pulling them. Hannah knows exactly what she's doing. She seems I don't think she's a bad person at all. Like, I
No,
love Hannah, but she is very calculated in everything she does.
I
She
think
is smart
people trust
ass
her.
cookie. They trust her. She knows exactly what to say. She knows exactly where to be when. She
I think
has a
she
good
might
grip
just
on life. Like, maybe I just really like her,
be yeah.
but she
She's
feels and Marco, they feel like king and queen of the villa.
mhm, I agree. I agree.
Yeah, like, they give leadership vibes, is what
Uh-huh,
I'm
and
saying.
everyone comes to them.
Yeah. Yeah, they just give me, like, king,
Mom and
queen,
dad.
villa
Oh,
vibes.
shit. We always jinx it when we say mom and
No,
dad.
I know. We do, and we probably really just did with this new girl going after Marco, but we'll get
I
there.
know. So then Harrison is talking about his doubts about
Yeah,
destiny,
I have that next.
talking to Marco, and he feels like she wants to move the relationship faster.
No, what I got from that is that he was like, "She's not flirty enough." He was like, "She's really smart, but she's not flirty," and then Harrison said, "But, like, with Anna, she's super flirty, but I don't feel like she's very smart." And then
Oh,
he was like, "I need someone that has both." And I was like,
hmm.
"Huh." But then it was interesting because then obviously the next episode, I feel like we saw Destiny being, like, really flirty with Harrison. Like, after the
Yeah.
pool game and stuff, like, it fe like,
I thought they were
it
every
was
time I've
weird.
seen them, they've been, like, all over each other.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought that whole dynamic was weird, and I knew I flagged that right away. I was, like, starting to sense, I was like, "You know what? I don't know if Harrison is feeling Destiny anymore.
Mhm.
Maybe the vibe's off a little." And then, of course, the minute the new girl walks in, he's, "I think the new girl's really good looking." I'm like, "Of course you do. What'd you think of the Hideaway with Keenan and
Oh
Shaky?"
my god. I was laughing out loud.
Oh, say it was so funny.
What did Keenan keep
He is
saying? I wrote it
hilarious.
down and I was cackling.
Him drinking his little champagne with the furry handcuffs on, he's so damn funny.
He kept saying, "I don't give a fuck. I don't give
He
a
was
fuck."
hilarious. He makes me laugh.
I loved the press here for a good time. Like, that is so creepy.
So creepy.
And then they looked at all the sex toys, loved that, and they were the first couple in the Hideaway.
Yeah. I
I
also
love
did I not
them.
predict the whole closet thing because it's how the UK did it
Yeah.
this year? I knew
Yeah.
it.
We're
It's
really
fun.
getting, like, the all of the UK storylines.
Yeah. They're like, okay, so we have the Hideaway. I thought it was so cute. It was cute with them coming back to talking about it with everybody. They
Oh,
seemed real
you know
happy.
what killed me
What?
when they were going to the Hideaway?
What?
Keenan was like, "Where are my fucking gray sweatpants?" That is such a guy
It's
thing to do
such a
because
guy thing to
all the
have, like,
guys, they look so good in gray sweatpants.
but are they wrong? I like love that look. But it's
I
really
don't
funny because
hate
it's
it.
such a guy thing to be like, I need my certain sweatpants
Yeah,
that are
I've
like
gotta look
20
real
years
cute and
old, but they're my
comfy.
favorite pair.
Oh, that was amazing, and then the girls got her lingerie, I loved that.
Yeah, it was very cute. Okay, so this is another hot take about I think the Hideaway in general, boring.
I know, I agree.
I'm never like, "Oh my god, the Hideaway," like, because it's not like anyone's hooking up yet.
They did.
They did?
They said home
Did I
run.
miss that?
Yeah,
So they had sex?
I think so.
So
They
they
said
had
home
sex,
run.
and then the new girl came in the next day and said Keenan was in her top 3.
Uh-huh.
Maybe someone told her, and that's why she didn't really pull him for a chat. 'Cause I didn't s
Do you
or
think?
she does though.
No, yes, she does.
She showed on the first look. Oh, fuck.
I'm like,
Oh, fuck.
Love Island is not fucking around this year.
No, it's been so
They said,
fun.
"Oh, you think you're close?"
I
I
think
really hope that no one fucks them up because they're my favorite. I think they're so fun to watch.
okay, we gotta pause for a second, get to this pool party? It's the
They're coming
morning.
back from the
It's
Hideaway.
and they are hanging around in the morning before they get the text for the pool party, and Bergie was so funny in the kitchen. Anna comes in and she's, "Bergie, will you make me eggs?" And he was like, "Really? You want eggs?" And she was like, "No, no, don't make me eggs, don't do it." And he goes, "Yeah, I'm not making anyone coffee anymore." And I thought that was hilarious. He
He's
was like, "No more coffees from Bergie."
he's the minute someone tells me they want one, I'm walking away.
At this point, no one gets coffee, and I'm like, "Good job, we're learning quick." I'm not making coffee for anyone else. Also, I love Anna. I love watching her. I knew I
Ugh,
did really like her. I know not everybody likes her, but I like watching her. I I feel like I can see, like, why guys in the villa aren't clicking with her, though. I think she's got a real quirky sense of humor, and I think she has a girl sense of humor,
mhm.
and guys
Yes.
miss the mark on her jokes
Yep.
because it's like the girl humor.
I don't know,
I
like,
bet she's
I
a
feel like
Swiftie.
Marco gets it.
Think she's a Swiftie?
No,
I think she's a
I
Swiftie.
don't think so.
Let's do a poll.
I think she's
Do we think Anna's a
I
Swiftie?
actually have no idea, but I just don't get, like, what's happening with the situation with Leo, and because it just keeps going on, and she's freaking out.
She's pissed. She feels I get why she's freaking
But do
out,
you think
though.
she's just pissed because he moved on before
No,
she could?
no. See, that's what I was saying earlier is I actually don't. I think it's because I think even if she had someone new she was totally happy with, she would still be pissed about this. It goes back to that weird Love Island etiquette that has
Mhm.
not fully been adopted into the US. But if this was UK, it would be a hell no, none of this would fly. It's the weird Love Island etiquette.
I get it, but, like, also her and Kassy like, Kassy was coupled up with him first.
No, but then he recoupled. No, all of it to me is like weird. I don't know. I'm team Anna right now. I could
I
change my mind, obviously.
I'm not even on a team. I'm like, "This is so dumb.
It's
This
very
is
dumb.
dumb."
It's very dumb. I'm really over it. I think they just need to recouple already, and then she won't be mad at anything.
Yeah, I get that. I guess it does suck going to bed and knowing your guy is hooking up with another girl
Yeah.
and isn't with you anymore.
And then I think the other thing we saw, I know we already touched on it, but it was just I just was like, "Poor Bergie," this next day. He was feeling low,
When he said that, I put it in quotes, he was destroyed
destroyed.
today
Yeah, he said, "I feel
because he
like
was
I'm
in
in denial."
denial.
Yeah, I have that written right here too. It was pity. Yeah. But you know what? Maybe he is gonna, like Hannah said, he'll be pickier about who he gives his energy to, and things might be looking up for him. He seems to have 9 lives in the villa, so I got hope.
Like, I have all the hope in the world that Love Island is going to send someone in for him.
Yeah.
They're
I al
just putting him through it right now.
I also know too he's gonna be absolutely attacked by girls when he leaves.
Oh, yeah, he'll have no
So, like,
problems.
he'll have no problems. This is a temporary thing. I almost wish
Mhm.
someone could be like, "Yo, dude, you're gonna be fine."
Right before the pool party or during the pool
Yeah.
party, Hannah was talking to Marco about how, like, she's starting to feel things for him and that she always analyzes her feelings, all that kinda stuff, and then the whole episode switches
Mhm.
right when that Emily Bombshell walks in
Oh, I know.
saying she wants him, like, we should have known,
Yeah.
you
No,
know?
yeah. I also felt like that conversation felt a little I think Hannah's great. I love everything she has said, but that conversation, like, didn't hit the mark for me. Like, it
Oh,
felt
really?
a little like but now I can see her but then once I saw the way she looked at the new girl looking at Marco, I was like, "She does really like him, okay." But it was maybe it was just the way she explained it, but it
I
felt
feel like
weird.
maybe it was I don't know, this is me talking out loud and not even thinking it through, but I feel like it was her maybe just trying to explain, "I need to overanalyze this with someone, and since you're the one that I'm freaking out about, to
Like, "Well,
overanalyze
let's
it together,
overanalyze it
and
together."
you just tell me if we're cool and on the same page."
Do you know what I think it probably is? I would say I'm not, like, a huge overthinker, so maybe I'm, like, not
Yeah.
connecting with it because I'm, like, pretty decisive and I'm like, "This is it."
Mhm.
Or but someone that's an overthinker would be like, "No, I totally was, like, feel that more."
Yeah, that'd be me.
Mm.
Like, I relate to that so hard.
Okay, the pool party, how fun, they're arriving on a boat. Did I not call 3 new bombshells?
Yeah, that's so funny.
I am I know you guys, you little producers.
I also, like, they're following UK. Jonah is Farmer Will.
Yes, I was thinking the same thing, and then I also felt Kenzo. Did Mackenzie message you? Because she messaged me. Kenzo went to her high school.
No way.
Yeah,
So he's been in Arizona for a while?
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
uh-huh, and then who else lived there? Carmen?
No,
Let's see if
Kassy.
let's see if I asked Mackenzie too, I was like, "Oh, like, give me the scoop." Let's see if she gave me a scoop. Probably not, but let's see. Oh, it looks like I had one of those nights where I decided to respond to everybody's story. "What was he like?" She goes, "He was pretty quiet, but he was on the basketball team. I think he's changed a lot since high school." So that's what we got from Mackenzie.
Oh,
Okay.
that's funny.
And
So we
then
know absolutely nothing.
and then we have the girl Hannah that my mom has been
No,
watching.
Emily.
Sorry, Emily. She's got a rockin'
Girl.
body. It's
Yeah, no,
yeah.
she's hot, and she came in,
She
"I'm
came
gonna
in,
fuck this shit
yeah,
up."
"I'm gonna steal your man," and it's
Not care.
yeah. Did Bergie that said this? They were like, "The bombshells are bombing, like, they're doing what they should do."
That was Carmen.
Those Carmen.
Mhm.
I felt like they were. Like, I feel like these were 3 really good picks that I was like, "Oh, wow, this was awesome."
Yeah.
I knew they'd have some strong ones.
So Emily said that she was interested in Keenan, Marco, and Harrison.
Yes.
I have a feeling, like, Keenan's not gonna happen.
Did you watch the end of the episode?
Yeah, but I don't remember. What are they talking?
It was like a black and white, like, flash to tomorrow night, and it's KK, like, crying over them talking. It didn't look
I
good.
must have blacked that out.
Yeah, it didn't look good. It looked like I feel sick to my
They're probably
stomach.
just fucking with us.
I hope so. She was still crying, though.
I will personally go into the villa and
Yeah. Oh
throw
god.
hands
If
with so many people.
I wrote, "New Harrison would be immediately interested." Oh, I love that the guys came in and said, "No bro code," and I was like, "Finally, we're breaking up this little fraternity
I
here."
don't believe it for a second.
Oh, The no bro code with the guys?
I don't believe them saying that they're not gonna follow it.
Oh, I think they're gonna do what they want.
I think they're gonna have handshakes with the guys by tomorrow.
Okay, so I could see that more for Jonah. I could see
Well,
Kenzo.
Kenzo's going for Carmen, so
So
there's no
but I feel like the guys don't like Carmen. I feel like the villa is mad at Carmen. So I feel like if one of the guys go
true.
for Carmen, it's gonna put him in a spot where, like, they're not liked in the villa. I don't know how to describe it. That's just, like, what I'm sensing and
Mm.
feeling.
And then who was Jonah into?
Oh, I was, like, trying to figure it out.
He
Oh,
liked Hannah?
Hannah. Yeah, he chose Hannah, but they actually didn't show who he said he was into when they were, like, going around saying things, like,
He did
Kenzo.
not get as much airtime as everybody else.
No, he didn't, and I thought he was such a fun pick.
I don't
I thought he was gonna steal the show, to be honest. Okay, so they play this game. What was it called? I don't even know what the
um
game was. Scuba diving for truth or dares is
yeah,
what I
they
was
literally
referring to it
dive
as.
into the pool, and none of the girls did.
Yeah, I know, I
They
thought
made the
that was
guys do it
funny.
all for them.
I
That was
totally would have done
hilarious.
it.
I would have too.
Yeah, I think that's so fun. And I would have been trying to hold my breath underwater to read the good dares and then pick
Oh my
the
god.
better ones.
I wouldn't be able to open my eyes.
Okay, so I thought right off the bat it was interesting that Emily picked Bergie for, like, who would you couple up with?
I know,
I was like, mm,
it just seemed too point
and then afterwards she was like, shit, I shouldn't have done that because he goes all in with people and
it's weird.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Because he goes all in with people right away and I don't want to give him the wrong idea. I was just like, well, you
I was like,
probably
"Then
just
why did you
did.
do that?"
You probably just did.
Maybe he'll listen to Hannah and chill out and let them
Yeah.
come to him
Kiss
because
was so funny though. The
oh my
2 of
god,
them
he
describing it differently. She's "It was good." She was like, "It wasn't the best, it was good." And then he's like, "That was great, I wish it was longer."
longer.
I was like, "Oh my god."
Everyone's face around them was just
I
so
know, all
funny.
the reactions were awesome.
When
Uh,
he said, "Let's go," when she picked him, I was dying.
I also put Jonah picking Hannah, we just covered that. Kenzo picking Carmen. Knew it. I knew it.
Yeah,
He
there
his conversation with Hannah, did you see that?
mhm.
Felt dry. It felt like it just didn't connect, and I wanted it to connect
I don't
because
remember really
I would
actually what they were talking about.
prefer Kenzo to be into Han it was a weird convers it was short, and it was like she didn't have a lot to say, versus Carmen knew exactly what things to say and ask him,
Uh,
and she even said after, it was short, and it was chill, and it was laid back, but it was so laid back that it was like, "How's your day? It's good? Yeah?
oh,
Yeah, it's nice. Okay. Have a good day." That's, like, what it felt like.
mm.
I was like, "Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh."
No, they're not gonna he's going for him and Carmen will probably be
I
together
know.
till the end.
Well, the villa can vote them off and then or the public,
That's
and then they
true.
can go see if they work outside,
That's
if
true.
they're not received well, or maybe we end up liking both of them because my opinion seems to always change,
Mine will be different tomorrow.
literally,
Harrison picking Anna and Destiny to do a three-way kiss.
because he's been saying Anna has been interesting to him lately
So he just
because
wants to
she's
get with both of
flirty.
them?
I think he wanted to kiss Anna, and he, like, wanted to pick Anna because she seems like sexual fun, and
Mhm.
then he couldn't not pick Destiny because 'cause she'd be like, "What the fuck?" So I think he, like, did the I can have my cake and eat it too with this card, and he, or Anna had made a joke when he was in the shower that morning too. She was like, "Oh, you want me to come in there with
Oh,
you?" Like,
yeah.
it was a joke, but I was like, "This is totally building, and I think they're not showing us all of it because I think that's gonna be an emerging thing." Harrison and
But
Anna.
Destiny was not like, she was not down with that. The
Not
kiss. The
No,
three-way
she was like,
kiss.
"What the
She was
hell? This
like
is weird." Their conversation after was so flirty and funny that I think she was like, "Ooh, look at me coming out of my shell."
that's what I don't get.
And I think that right there might have flipped Harrison back onto
I
Destiny.
cannot see him with Anna.
I don't know.
Can you?
I can't see with anybody. I'm not
I don't
vibing with
either.
Harrison in general.
I think he's
I think he's
just
a dud. Last thing I really wrote is just the villa feels so divided.
okay, did you feel like a eerie feeling watching tonight or like a weird
Yeah.
feeling? I don't know. It was
It was like,
uncomfy. It was unsettling.
yeah, because it felt like we're missing something that's happening, like, we're missing a vibe that's in the air because we're not there, like, we're just watching what we're being shown, but felt like we're missing something. I
And,
think
like,
it's the
the
people
Marco.
I think it's the girls are actually really pissed at Kassy and Carmen.
Yeah.
And then Marco with the Hannah's, like, shifting things up, and then Bergie and the guys were always on a weird foot, like, it feels very divided.
Also,
And
when
now Leo and Kassy are being, like, exiled. I love how all the Islanders have been giving him shit nonstop, though. Every single Islander has been like,
Mhm.
"Leo, you're in the wrong."
Yeah, like, "You fucked up." And
Every
he's
single
like, "I
one.
feel like an awful person." You keep saying this every
And
episode.
then you
Maybe
keep
maybe you should
doing the same
reevaluate what you're
stuff.
doing.
Literally. Literally.
But I thought it was interesting actually when Carmen and Anna were encouraging Emily to go chat with Marco.
I don't think they were encouraging. I think they were just trying to be like, "You're here for you. We all came here for the same reason. Like, we all have the same right to talk to anybody. Like, just because he's coupled up with someone and it's going well doesn't mean like you can't go talk to them." And
I
that's how I would be too. Even if it was like, no offense, even if it was your guy and I knew you guys were really happy, I wouldn't discourage it. I would be like, "You should," because I would want that for you too, to know that guy isn't gonna just switch that quickly
Mhm.
and not like my friend.
I agree, but then it was like it was wild because Hannah was on the other side, so excited for Anna to be talking to
Mm.
Kenzo. And so, I don't know, it
I
was
see
just like a weird parallel that was like, "Ooh."
I see what you're saying with the parallel, and that does make it a little weird, but I also think it's just nice to be supportive of new people coming in
Yeah,
and who they're talking to.
but then
They're not dating yet.
but she's going after, like, her friend's man, and it was just so weird to see, like, Hannah being so excited for her and then panicking about Marco
Yeah,
to Destiny and, uh, KK,
yeah.
and she was just saying, "Emily's definitely a I don't give a fuck girl
Hmm?
and is gonna do what she want."
Clearly she is if we've got KK crying in the next episode and she's pulling Keenan.
Her
I'm
saying to Marco that she wants a baby daddy, and
I
he
was
said back,
so icked out, and he's got his fedora on. Oh my
"Not the
god, not the
fedora."
fedora.
No, and he said that he wants someone with
Kept talking about, like,
a
kid.
mom vibe.
Yeah, they were like, "We just want a kid. Let's just have a kid." Like, it was so it gave me, like, almost I don't know. It was a weird
And
conversation.
then Emily went back to the group
It
and
was
was
like, "I
talking
really like
she
it."
said, "I
No, she
love
went
him.
yes, but
I'm
she
in
went
love with
not the
him."
group, she went to the exiled
Well,
group, which
yeah,
is
Leo,
Leo, Carmen,
Carmen, and
Kassy,
Kassy.
which is a little group of exiles. That's why so she's joining the club.
Yeah, and Leo was like, "Oh, fuck."
He's like he's oh god.
They're never escaping the
But
drama.
Marco is, like, king of the villa, so if he switches it up, like, Marco and Marco's head can do no wrong.
That's why I feel like the episode feels so off balance because, like, mom and dad are on the rocks. They're not on the rocks, but, like, it
Well,
was
it feels like
uncomfortable to
our
watch.
yeah, our top 2 are rocky all of a sudden. Everyone feels rocky all of a sudden.
Yeah,
Maybe that's what it is. Everyone all of a sudden feels unstable because I think it's because there's 3 bombshells, not 2. Like, I think 3, it feels like all of a sudden this is a new villa.
okay, that's so funny you bring that up. You just reminded me.
What?
When they walked in from the beach, my heart sank for everybody in there because do you remember those moments when people would walk in and I'd be like, "Fuck,"
Yeah.
because you feel like you know everyone
Yeah.
and you're a family, and then it's like,
And then you're
"Oh,
like,
nope,
"Oh,
everyone's coming in to
fuck, we
fuck
have
it
a
up."
whole new dynamic again."
Yes,
Yes. Yeah.
and it's like resetting and
Yeah.
restarting
Yeah, I
over
think
and
that's
over
probably what it
again.
was because it was so many that came in.
Mhm.
Except for okay, so it was Ray, Emily, and who came in at the same time?
Ray, Emily, there were a bunch.
No.
Yeah, Ray, George,
No.
Eric. Oh, Emily, Jared,
Emily.
and
We were playing that hand-holding game.
it was just Emily and Jared.
It was because I remember opening my eyes and I'm holding one of Zach's hands and he's holding Emily's
Same.
hand and my heart dropped. I was like because I didn't see that coming at all. I had no idea. And so I was like, "Who the fuck is this?" I was like shook. I did not feel good. I
That
was like,
feeling,
"Shit."
like,
Yeah, the feeling was bad.
awful.
Mhm. You know what? I think the worst one, though, is when they separate you and watch. You gotta watch the people walk in.
I feel like sometimes that's fun.
I think it's fun
I well, if it's in the
because it's
beginning,
fun
I'm
because 'cause you're
sure
with
in
all
the
your friends
end
and you're holding hand, you're like, "Fuck."
after the first set comes in, it's always a heart stopper, like, stomach
Yeah,
dropping in the ass.
yeah, because no one's safe.
No, no one's safe,
No one's
and no
safe.
one's safe
No, that's
in
what the
this
name of
group.
this should be, that no one's
Absolutely no one's
safe.
safe,
Absolutely no one.
and safety should come
I
first.
know. Alright, we're gonna have Victor coming on here live in a couple hours, so
Yes,
make
we
sure you
are.
guys check back in. We can't wait. We're so excited to ask him, obviously, so many different
Yes.
questions. There's a lot to go over with his journey, especially since he was on and we all viewed him as this villain, and then we see him go home and we're all like, "Wait, did we maybe get this wrong?"
Wild.
Crazy.
And Jasmine and Victor were coupled up,
I know,
first
so
2
that
out.
yeah, that's something I wanna ask Victor too. It's really interesting to the dynamic that Carmen was like, "I feel bad because it's my fault Victor is gone." I'm like, "It's your fault Jasmine and Victor are gone because if you didn't steal Victor, him and Jasmine may have progressed and they would still be there
Yeah,
as a couple." Isn't that weird?
yeah.
And someone else, like, probably wouldn't be there. Isn't that weird?
Mm,
It's I don't know.
we'll see. I
I
hope
know.
this next episode is good.
I know I'm really nervous for the next episode. It'll hit hard for a Monday night, regroup everyone back in for the strong week 2 of Love Island USA. Honestly, I love this season so far.
Same,
You
it's
got
keeping me on my
yeah.
toes,
I've been
riveting.
I've been, like, telling everyone to watch it. I haven't done that in forever since the UK one this summer. Like, I have been like, "You guys gotta watch it. It's great." I'm
Mhm,
really excited about it.
and I'm obsessed with
Yeah.
everyone. I just think
You
they're
guys
all
gotta get all your friends to
hilarious.
watch. It's good.
Yes,
You gotta
yes,
gotta blow the season up because it's good. It deserves it, and they're
it
really
deserves it.
making strides towards making it like the UK, and it's giving what it needs to give so far. It
Yes,
totally is.
whole new Love Island. We love
Whole
to see it,
yeah, that's great.
and we love you.
Yeah, we love you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Drop a comment after this live runs. We need you to write a comment down below. I want to hear from you guys. Do you think the Islanders made the wrong choice by sending Victor home? Or do you still think that he should have been sent home?
Mhm.
Because like he obviously wasn't perfect and we saw a lot of what happened. But I'm just curious that after those episodes, what you guys are thinking now.
Drop it in the
Yeah, drop it in the
comments.
comments. All right, we'll see you guys next time. Later today.
Love ya.
Love you. Bye.